Hey y'all, it's dinner time. Hey, this is John. I'm your consultant. Tonight, we're going to make some Asian chicken tacos. Except, we're going to do a different variation. We're going to do Southwest. So, what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with our measure-all cup. I've already got a cup of ketchup already measured out. We're just going to put this right on in there. Real simple, just like that. It all comes off. There's no waste. Isn't that great? Now, we're going to use our Southwest seasoning. We're going to put 2.5 tablespoons. Now watch this. This is the measuring spoon set. These just snap right into each other for storage. It's real simple, real easy. You'll love it. Check this out. It even goes right into the seasoning. There's 1, 2. Gotta get my half in there. And a half. Brilliant. Love it. Now we're going to wipe this out. We're going to come over here and get our brown sugar. We need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now I'm putting all this into my deep cover baker. Two tablespoons. And we're going to take this over to the sous chef in just a minute and let him do some work. He's been lazy all week. He ain't done much. So I'm going to put him to work. There we go. Now, apple cider vinegar. We need 2 tablespoons of this. 1, 2. And then we got a tablespoon of soy sauce. Now I like using the less sodium because soy sauce can be kind of salty. One tablespoon. Just like that. This can now go to the dishwasher. It's dishwasher safe. Over here in my small classic batter bowl, I've got my chicken tenders. We're just going to put this right in here. And now we're going to mix it all up right inside the deep cover baker. We want to get it good and covered with all of the seasonings. Man, can you smell that? That smells good. Alright. Getting it going here. Now, if you don't have a deep cover baker, you can use the rock crock. If you don't have a rock crock, don't have a deep cover baker, then you need to call me. We need to get that fixed real quick. Alright. We're going to cover it. We're going to put it in the sous chef. What's our sous chef's name? Microwave. That's right. We're going to pop it in. 8 to 10 minutes until it's 165. Alright, sous chef. Time for you to earn your keep. We'll be back in a few minutes. That was just step 1. We got one more step to go. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Bye.
All right. Sous chef has done his job and has made us. I'm not going to show you yet. Yeah, we're going to let that sit there for a second. We're going to take out our taco shells. May I please have my hot pack? Got our taco shells out. They're ready to go. Stage 2 of this process, our toppings. Now, it doesn't matter what toppings you put on there. We're going with what the recipe says today. So we have a carrot, some green onions, some cilantro, some peanuts. If you have a nut allergy, of course, don't stay away from the peanuts. So I have my Sendoku knife here, I have my flexible cutting mat, and I have my vegetable peeler. So I'm going to peel this really quick. Here's a little trick that a lot of people don't know about. This vegetable peeler has a slicer on both sides. So you can go up and down, and really get that carrot. Potato, I've always had less success doing that with a potato than I have a carrot. Nice and clean. Now the part you didn't see is that we did wash these off before we started. We did that while y'all were away. But now that we're back, we're gonna go ahead and cut the ends off. And we're going to use our julienne cutter. We can also use the new device that just came out recently. To also do this. Now I find that it's a little bit harder to do with a carrot because its shape doesn't really allow for it. But you just go straight down, and as you can see, it juliennes it for you really nice and thin. It's actually called a strip cutter. Look at that. Nice and beautiful strips of carrot. So, we'll put that away for a second. We'll go back to this one because this is what the recipe calls for. And, doing this wrong. It does the same thing. One's handheld, the other is like a little board. Now you have to be careful. It is sharp, so keep your fingers out of the way. Alright, when you get them cut down, we're going to trim it up a little bit with our Sanduku knife because this whole strip of carrot is not going to fit into a taco shell. I mean, who was going to eat that, right? I'm going to make these things bite-sized. So you just cut it in half, just like that. Put it in our little prep bowl for our topping. Alright, let me go a little bit faster now that I kind of give the demo. Alright, how many of you at home have one of these right now that you use on a regular basis? Anybody? Go ahead and give me a shout out. Let me know how you like it. How often do you use it? What do you use it for? Alright? I think that's enough. It's just me and the wife right now. We're not entertaining a whole bunch of people. Throw this in there. This would be really good to make like coleslaw with. If you ever make homemade coleslaw, this would be the device you want to use for that. Alright. Alright, we're going to move over to our green onion. Thinly sliced, the recipe says. So you want to get in here. Here's another pro tip for you. Alright, when you're slicing, keep your fingers curled in behind you. Let the knife ride up and down on your knuckles. You're not going to cut yourself, okay? Just keep the fingers curled back and let the knife ride up and down on the knuckles. Alright. I don't eat these things. My wife does. So, I think that's probably enough for now. We're going to put them right here in this little bowl. She can put the toppings on. If you're watching right now, give a shout out to the beautiful Melissa who's helping me with this. She's doing my film work. Everybody say, hey Melissa! Hey, I love you, baby. Alright, so we have our cilantro. Now, if you notice, I have my cilantro inside of a Ziploc bag with a paper towel. Another pro tip, this helps keep your cilantro fresh. Alright, you can do this with any herb. Basil, parsley, thyme, rosemary, oregano. It works for all of them. Why did I just put that in there? Alright, moving on. I'm going to use my professional kitchen shears and I'm just going to cut these off. You can do this as thinly or as coarsely as you want. It's just like trimming hedges. All right. That's enough cilantro. I want to get it a little bit thinner than that. I'm going to pick out a couple of these little pieces like that. It's a bad piece right there. Just give it a rough chop after that just to get it minced down just a little bit. Not too small, but that's probably good right there. You have to be real careful with your herbs because if you cut down too much, it bruises them, makes them turn black, especially basil. You want to handle it just very gently so you don't bruise it and make it turn black. That doesn't look so good. Last item on the agenda, peanuts. Now, let me take my flexible cutting mat. The great thing about this is I can get everything off of there. I've got my food chopper, my peanuts. I'm going to cut these or chop these down nice and small. These are dry roasted peanuts. You can find them anywhere at the grocery store. Five to six slices or hits on this is coarse. One a little bit smaller, go about 10 to 15. Gets it nice and chopped up for you. Just like that. Beautiful. Now, onward to the chicken. This stuff is smelling so good right now, I can't even bear. Oh, look at that. We're going to use our salad shears, and we're going to cut this chicken up with this. Look at that. Just going to cut it up, make it shredded. The best way to get this meat where you want it so it fits on the taco. Now, since I'm live, I'm going to stop right here because I've got most of this chopped up here at the bottom. I'm going to come back later and finish this up, but we're going to fill up a taco and let you see how it looks. All right, I'm going to take this taco, still a little warm from being in the oven. I'm going to use my mini measuring cup. I'm going to come in here and get me a 1/4 cup taco. We're going to fill this up with the chicken. Ooh, that's hot. Just like that. And I need a plate. I'm doing this without a plate, y'all. What kind of chef does that?
Right there.
We're going to set it right there. I'm going to fill up another one.
Nice.
There we go.
That's good. Then you can
Now,
add your toppings.
we're going to add our toppings. We're going to put it on a plate. Let me grab this plate real quick just so you can see something. I'm going to come around here with the lovely Melissa. I'm going to grab my 2 tacos. 1 and 2. Ooh, I got juices everywhere. Now, my house, we do it family style. We use our fingers. We're going to get in there, get some carrot. And since I'm eating this one, and not Melissa, no onions. Put me a little bit of cilantro on there.
Is it temperature hot?
It is temperature hot. Okay, it is just out of the microwave. I left the lid on there, keep that heat in while I was prepping everything. And now, oh,
Whoa.
look at there. Just like a real taco, it's making a mess.
Oh, nice. That sounds good.
Mm.
Nicole said, take a bite.
Mm.
Is it temperature hot?
It's hot, but on point. Hey, y'all, I gotta eat. I'll see y'all later.